Hello Aries, welcome into your April channeling reading. I am so excited to bring you this is your birthday month, and I'm just wishing you a happy birthday if you've already celebrated it, and if it's to come, welcome and happy birthday. Right, it's your season. If you have a sun in Aries, you're glowing, you're bold, you're impossible to ignore at the moment. Whoopsie. And with the full moon in Libra, it's just happened right now, and that's a case of saying what you mean, setting your boundaries, and cutting the people off and things off that shouldn't be coming with you on this journey. So Aries, you saw this one flying out. This is going to be your clairvoyant oracle card for the month. It's your theme for the month, and let's see what it is. And we have nature journey. She's just so happy inside her own little world there. So what I like about this card, which refers to you, is that because it's your season, you're doing what you love. You are bold about it. You're a lot at the moment because Mars is your ruler, and with Mars, it's saying to you, you need to go full force into ahead of your life, which is your passion, which is exactly what you always do, Aries. So this is just a nice little match-up for you to say this month. Take your journey into nature. Take your journey into the nature of your life. Whatever nature means to you, it's just pulling you right into your experiences, your world of what you can photograph, what you can make memories of. And that's just so lovely for you, Aries. And as the month goes on, you'll find how you reset, and you'll find how you will talk to yourself differently when you take time out to notice what world is available for you. And it sounds like it's quite a selfish energy. I understand that. Like, you're probably thinking, oh, but that's just all about me. It's all about me. But it's going to be all about you. And I think that is what Spirit wants you to lead with this month. We're already halfway in, well, not halfway. We're halfway into the first week of April. So I'm going to be doing 4 cards for you for the rest of the month. 1 card for every week. And let's see what comes up for you, Aries. What is your energies for the rest of April? I'm sorry I'm a bit late this month, but I just needed a bit of a time for myself and to regroup. So Aries, let's see what's coming up for you. 4 weeks of the rest of the month. My golly gosh, they're jumping all over the place. Aries, isn't that just what I've said? It's about you, and it's about that glowing, bold, impossible to ignore energy. So my cards are agreeing with that. Can you see that? They are just flying everywhere, Aries. So let's pull that back into going back into what we need to give you here, Aries. Oh my gosh, they really are happy to give you some messages today. Right, let's do one more shuffle, Aries. And I hope you've been looking at this nature card and thinking what it is that you can be doing out there, how you can make the memories, how you can make the imprint in your life a little bit better. All right, so let's break those cards and let's give you a nice reading of what's coming up for you for the rest of April. All right, the next week you've got 8 of Cups. That's exactly what Spirit wants you to do. Then you have the Magician. Let's put that up there. Then by the 3rd week you've got Judgment, and by the 4th week you have the High Priestess. Now I'm sorry to say this to you, but these jumped out. But I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry at all. So what's playing in the background? This is your bottom of the deck card. What's playing on the background? What's the ultimate goal for this month is this 10 of Cups. So let's dive in. So this next week that's coming up, the 8 of Cups. This is saying to you, look at this guy. He's realized what emotionally doesn't work for him. He's realized what it is that just isn't aligning with him. And emotions are strong for you, Aries, when you get to that stage where you realize, okay, now you know what, I actually need to make sure that I'm talking about how it's combined with your fire energy. So when you realize something, it becomes almost like a quest for you to get to a better place, to do something better. And if you are realizing this now, if you are aligning with this card and you're thinking, gosh, I am feeling like that, I'm feeling like that person isn't giving me what I give them, or that particular hobby or that lifestyle, this is everything about that this next week for you. So it's that bold energy coming into you, and you cannot ignore it, because it's saying there is something missing. And if somebody is not giving you what you need, I know it's very selfish, as I said in the beginning of the reading. This is saying to you, this next week, as soon as this next week, you need to not ignore anything. You need to boldly go forward and say, I am not allowing that in my life anymore. And then you've got the Magician card, which is the next week. the following week. So the Magician card in tarot is about having everything you need. So now you walked away from what you don't need, and now Spirit is saying to you, okay, you have everything you need now. What are you going to do with it? You need to be hands-on. You need to understand that Mars is your ruler, saying to you, come on now, come on. You need to move fast about this. You need to be powerful. You need to be almost impulsive. You need to take some risks. So even if it feels a little bit unclear for you by this second week here, just know that you're on a full reset now. You are looking at it, you're feeling the energy, you are pushing yourself forward, and you're focusing on stability. You're focusing on what is better for you. And I think with this Magician card, it's also that hands-on energy. So it's saying, Aries, things are not going to change if you don't use the tools and experiences that you've learned in your life to get further where you are. So I would say the advice right now is to lead with confidence. Slow down enough to think about what it is that you can alchemize for yourself, because the Magician is an alchemy card. Just be smart about it. Use your head here. Use your head and also your intuition, because you've got the High Priestess coming up at the end here. And being a fire sign, your head can be quite busy, can be quite out there and trying to find a way here, trying to find a way there. And by your third week, you've got this Judgment card saying, gosh, I've been given this wake-up call, and I'm not using it. I'm feeling like I haven't got a plan, and I'm not in the right direction. And this also asks you to not repeat the same patterns. So by the third week, if you've got to a place in your life where people are showing you the way, and you know who you need to leave behind, you know what you need to leave behind, and you've taken some time out, but now you've just got this almost heavy energy saying, you can see her face. Look at her. She's looking up at this Spirit. She's looking up to her higher self, and she's saying, well, what now? You know, I understand that I have to do all of this. I understand that I've got a new path coming for me, but how do I glow? How do I be bold? So I think here is setting boundaries. Say what you mean. Wake up to the fact that when you cut off those situations, you can't keep repeating it. You can't now have almost like a forgiveness of others. It's about you this month, remember. This is all about you. And by the fourth week, you're now using your intuition. You're aligning with what you need. You know what you need. This High Priestess, you've got 3 major arcanas here, Aries. And 3 major arcanas are sort of to say to you, no, you need to make this move now. It is your sun sign saying, go for it. Now, if you're here because your rising sign is Aries, remember, Aries is ruled by Mars. So if you know your chart, it's very easy accessible. If you know your birth date and you know the time, obviously you know your birth date, but if you know the time and where you were born, put that into Google, I think it's astro.com, and it gives you your rising sign. And your rising sign is so important. Look for that chart ruler and look to see where that is in your chart, and look for where Mars is in your chart, and understand that whatever house that's in, that is where you need to be making differences today. And your house, your High Priestess here, she knows it. So you've known this all along. You've known all along that your connection with Spirit, that something's been niggling you, something's been saying to you, I need to find something different to what I'm doing right now. And that is what your whole energy is this month. You've got this 10 of Cups here, which is about getting to a place in your life where you are completely surrounded by what you love, who you love, and almost selfishly pulling yourself into that so that you don't have all this nonsense going around and around your head all the time. Look at your cards again, Aries. So I think what you can say to yourself here this month is, all right, I have to be a little bit selfish. I have to now go through all this process first. And then your fiery side of you will come out and say, you know, I'm not going to say bad things to anybody. I'm not going to be nasty about it. I'm just going to be authentic about it. And you know this deep down. Now your angel whisper is, go within and find your inner peace. Problems are solved when you listen to your inner self. Now that can't be any clearer, Aries. It can't be any clearer for you. So this next week, find your inner peace. Problems resolve when you listen to your inner self. This is what you're looking for. This is what you want. You want the harmony. You want the emotional euphoria in life. You know, we all come into earth with sort of like a path, an enlightenment path. And if you, Aries, you being a warrior, you being that fire sign, there needs to be a way that you can peel away the layers of that onion to get to the source of your power. And you've got these 3 cards are all aligning with your higher self, your spirit. And you've been asked to go into this nature journey for yourself. It's contemplating that Zen, that source of power, that great spirit within you. And when you're doing this earth walk, you come along with all these little pieces, these little mirrors that are smashed into little pieces, and you're building that little mirror ball again so that you can shine. And this is what your whole month is about. It's a great mandala of reflecting and being one with yourself and with your spirit. So in this whole cyclone of life, just try and find the stillness. Go within and find that inner peace, because you know what it is. This high priestess, you got this inner knowing that you can choose things differently, and that is the essence of what this whole month is about. Now, if you've got some questions, I've got my question answers cards here. So these are angel answers cards. So ask yourself a question. There are timing cards in here as well. Just pause the video if you have to and ask yourself a question. And I've got a little prayer here that you can say, and it's such a lovely one. It's, dear angels, please bless and protect the space. I ask that you ensure only pure and trustworthy answers from the divine come from these cards. I ask that the messages I receive be clear and easy to understand. Please help me see, hear, and feel and know the messages you have for us. I ask this card reading to bring blessings to everyone, and so it is. So I said that now over these cards because your high priestess is here. You know deep down inside that there are answers that you've got so deep, and then you need to try and make clarity of them. So these two turned over here. So let's see, Aries, what is your April message? What is your card coming through here? Let's take that one. You are ready. And I can feel it. I can feel you're ready. I can feel it. It's so evident for you, Aries. So if you look at all these cards here, take a deep breath and understand that your nature journey here, that the whole spirit message today is about this nature journey, about how you can get to a place where you are absolutely comfortable with what you've been given here. And this is a powerful healing energy for you. So it's reaching out to you now. Remind yourself that you are connected. There are 3 connection cards here. You're ready. You don't have to travel very far to experience all of this. It's right inside of you. Here, go within to find your peace. Problems resolve themselves when you listen to your inner peace. So with this nature around you, I think that'll help you. That'll be like a little alchemist here coming forward. So make time to reconnect to your natural world, to reconnect to what it is around you that you can use in order to have a beautiful, beautiful emotional life. If you need to go to the sea, if you need to go to the bush, if you need to just go to your own garden. This keeps moving off here, this 5 of Swords. And now this 5 of Swords is quite a hard card to have in a reading, but you're probably your own worst enemy here, and this is your thoughts. So it is taking you away. The nature is asking you to go in your own garden and make sure that you look very wide, like almost like a bigger picture, that rather than putting yourself into the small little hole that you put yourself in, and that is your mind that keeps you there. So when it feels like you really need to have some kind of a break and just eat up the nature, I feel it just feels like that you detach from what is happening around you, and you find out what your higher purpose is. This is an incredibly deep message for you, Aries, and I never thought that it would come up for you this month, but I think that is such a lovely start to your April. So I'm going to end off with something a bit more calming. My cards always seem to be so serious. So Aries, let's see what your little sticker message, and it says, to do, wake up, drink and iced coffee to be your best. So to do, ... So this is your to-do list. Wake up, drink an iced coffee, do your best. Isn't that awesome? So all you can ask for right now is to go back within yourself and find out what it is that you need, that you are judging yourself for, that your mind is overthinking. This high priestess is screaming out to you saying, come on, Aries, you have to find a way forward that is different to what you're doing, because you're torturing yourself being in a space where you are not happy here. And I think, the whole, there's a almost like now or never message here. Go, you're ready. So go ahead. You have everything you need right now. And fear of change makes you powerless, and just be aware of the card here, because you don't want to critically evaluate everything with your mind and go, okay, this is not for me. You're worthy. Everything depends on you alone. So everything is in place, and you just need to act right now. You've been given this message. So Aries, have an awesome rest of April. I'll chat to you towards the end of April and bring you some more messages. But this 10 of Cups here is everything that you're looking for, and I hope you find it. See how it's fine? It's like dribbling off here. You need to find this for yourself and not waste any more time. You are ready. Take care, Aries, and we'll chat soon.